So first up, big up to everyone that locked onto the show last night. Thoroughly enjoyed going through some proper 94 jungle for the AWOL Tribute. Also got to say a massive thank you to everyone that's been supporting the Apple podcast. I've never really pushed it before. And guess what? Now I've started to mention it a few times. We're now at number 8 in the charts. So if you're on Apple, please do go and subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. Thank you very much. So last night's show, what did we kick off with? Renegade, which is called Ray Keith, and that was the Terrorist, the Groove Rider remix. Such a good remix. You know, that was an original tune, was such a big tune. Big up to the Rider for remixing that one. That was not an easy one, and he smashed it. Giggle and Rush, this is a great little bouncy jungle number from Lifting Spirits. Then, La Belle Blanco, Shades of Rhythm, Peace Sign, the Ray Keith remix. This is just such a big tune. Hype, Roll the Beats, featuring GQ, which you might be able to hear in the background. Then went in with some Chrome and Time. Went for Studio One Lick, actually. Didn't go for the obvious license one, because I know that was featured on a few playlists that I found from AWOL 94 when I was looking online. Flatliner, this is another little Ram classic, The Big Bang. So many good tunes on this one. It was hard to pick that one. And then A-Zone. Of course, Aphrodite, Calling the People, the remix. Such a big tune. DJ Tracks, High Time, Nookie on the remix. That just sublime, that one. And then we went for a bit of a back-to-back DJ rap. So first up, Intelligent Woman, which was such a massive tune, came back in the day. And this one was a little bit more of a deep dig, this one. So this one was phase 1 and 2. So this is on her label Proper Talents. Warriors in the Dance, I believe the original came out in 93. So this is the 94 remix that I played. And then Cool Hand Flex, Melody Madness. Can't touch that bass line. Speaking of bass lines, Ronnie Size, Warning on Philly Blunt. That was such a big tune. That was a really kind of nice, you know, kind of flavour of jungle, that kind of style. Then Screwface, such a big tune from 92, Third Party. This was part 2 that came out in 94. White House, another massive influential label. And this was Chucky, the Chuck EP, Smoking a Blunt, bubbling tune. Then Ronnie Size, some of his early productions as he came in on V Recordings, and I believe I played Physical. Yeah, not Time Stretch, it was Physical. This is Reincarnation. This was from After Dark. This was from the 2-on-1 series from Shadow. I'm trying not to think about these too much, because if I do, then I'll end up wanting to buy all 9 of them to make the picture that it comes in. Metalheads, big up the Goldie, big up the Dog Scott. Track It's Yours, such a big tune, mate. You know, and this was like, you think this was like 2-3 years after he'd already made a name for himself, and he's still around making some big tunes today. DJ Kane, DJ Buzz Slave, just the vocals on this are just so hypnotic. This is actually a Ricky Force remix that's fairly recent, so I did cheat a little bit. This is from 2020, but I haven't got the original yet. I wanted to play it, so I did. Studio 2, Redskin. Again, just Studio 2, Dirty Games, Studio 2 track. They just made some absolutely defining jungle sounds back in the day. Northern Connection, sampling Whitney, Think, massive tune. And Onto the Crystal. This was actually a repress hardcore jungleism from a few years back. But just, again, the programming, just amazing. This is Let It Roll, just such a big tune, and a pleasure and a joy to mix that one. This one, like the other Lifting Spirits here, and the Ram ones that I've got, were all part of the represses that Bill Vega, I've got to big up Bill for the last few years, providing us with loads of fresh represses from Lifting Spirits and Ram. This was alive and kicking. A lot of you will probably remember this from Randall playing it at Dreamscape 10. Does an amazing mix with this, going into Omni Trio Renegade snares. Really was tempted to copy that last night, but no, I behaved myself. So we went into another Randall tune, and this one was with Andy C Sound Control, another Ram classic. Just that vocal again, big in there. This is a bit of a naughty one. This never actually came out on vinyl. This is Chaos and Julia Set, Use of Weapons Volume 1. I believe it did come out on CD, so I actually got my own little dub cut of that. Just absolute pure darkness perfection. Again, I'm not sure if this was ever actually played at one of the AWOL, so it's a little bit cheeky for me to sneak that in, but every opportunity I've got to play a 94 Jungle set, if we're going to go dark side, this one's getting dropped. DRS featuring Kenny Ken, massive tune. Every man, such a pleasure to get that one in the set. And DJ Tactics the way, so I kind of went for a slightly different mix. I went for the VIP ragga mix of it rather than the big mix that everyone knows, just because, you know, I wanted to chuck something a little bit different in there. Back to basic, horns for 94. This tune just never lets go. Love it. Big remixes on that one. And then the Dawn of the Amen remark with RIP, another suburban bass classic. Second of the Ray Keith remixes on Face Records. And this is just, again, just such a beautiful use of kind of the vocals and the drums. Just you'll know this tune. This one I was going to play it and I actually put it on the maybe pile, and then I saw someone in the comments saying play Glass Pipe Fury, and I'm like, do you know what, this always makes me think of Kieran Lee, this one as well, because bless him, he actually bought me the original list on Terra Vinyl. But good news for those that have missed out on this one, this is actually, well, this is a TP from Vinyl Fanatics, so this is coming out on Vinyl Fanatics, or it's already out actually, I do believe, so you can go and grab the remastered, repressed version of that. Chrome and Time, once again, Ganja Man, obviously 94, massive year for those guys. And then Dillinger, I always want to say Deep Deadly Subs, but it's Deadly Deep Subs, so there you go. Got to give a massive shout going out to Lee Harmony on the repress action for this one, because I missed out on it first time round. Amazing cut, super happy to have that one. And the last tune, yeah, Conquering Lion, Code Red, the Wild Apache mix. Such a big tune. Everywhere I have played this, it always absolutely tears the place. Everywhere I've heard it, it absolutely tears it down. So that's all the tunes from the AWOL 1994 tribute. You can catch it on my Apple podcast. It also is still up on YouTube and other platforms as well. But I'm trying to give the Apple podcast a real big push at the moment, because, you know, we're climbing up the charts. We went from outside 100 to now number 8. Go and have a look. It's amazing to see who it's ahead of. Love it. Big up for your support. Catch you next week.